Sorry about that, everybody. The streaming software malfunctioned again. I found out if I open the music player before I open the streaming software, for some reason that happens, which does not make any sense. It's a really strange deal. I don't get it, but unfortunately, it's a big old crap sandwich. It really is. All right. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are awesome. Pop out chat. Let me get your comments up on the screen. Here we go. All right, Mr. Mellon, what's going on? Stacks, what's up, buddy? Cam, good to see ya. What's up, Kenneth? How are you today? Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate you guys and gals for coming out to the crazy live stream. All right. There we go. Yeah. Nah. That should be okay. So, how's everyone's day going? I hope amazing. All right. I feel like I'm missing something over here. Something's wrong. I can't figure out what it is. Something's off. Maybe it's not, but I feel like something's a little bit off here. And I just don't know what. I guess that's all right. Alrighty. I'm going to go race a little bit more of the event for this car, then we'll probably go run a few showdowns. Hope you guys are all doing awesome. I need to get some more parts for this thing. Summer's tuner pits. I'm going to tell you what, it's crazy how long it takes to get these tokens for these cars. I at least want to get this up to 5 stars. That's my goal. 3. Oh, look, there's a K&N advertisement back there. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. I like the blimp floating around. It's the blimp! Alrighty. Just double checking something really quick. I am double checking something really fast. Alright, I think that's good. Perfect. Sometimes the streaming software changes stuff around on me. It did not today. What's up, Darth? Peter, how's it going? Good to see ya. The goat, hey. Nah, Melon doesn't have a YouTube channel. He could always make one, though, if you wanted to. I don't know if he wants to, but... Whoa! It might be kind of cool if he did. I mean, I don't know. Not everybody wants to be on YouTube, I guess. I mean, some people do, some people don't. Some people would love it, some people wouldn't, but, you know, it's actually really time-consuming to make videos. Unless you just slap something together really quick, but making a good video is time-consuming. Hey, Bostic, how you doing today? Alright, so Bostic, let's just say somebody sets up a car and it beats the dyno by like 12 seconds. You have no chance of beating that car. That is not fair. That is not fair. If that car has a dyno time of a 12.0 but runs something like a 6.2, the person you're racing is going to be destroyed. That's a very unfair way to set up cars. There's a couple cars in this game that can beat dyno by what I think the biggest dyno beater is by like 14 seconds, if I remember correctly. It's ridiculous. Alright, so I almost spent 42 pounds on 850 red tokens. You know, that's the thing. 850 red tokens is not that much. That's not a lot. I mean, for that much money, you should get like 500 gold tokens. You know what I mean? If they gave you more for your money, some of these things might actually be worth buying, but so many of these things are not. Some of these things are so overpriced, it's not even funny. Alright, so boss ticket, you gotta have a car that... Not all cars are tunable that way. Some are, some are not. If you have one that is, and you know how to down tune, you can make cars destroy everybody. The good news is most cars aren't down tunable like that, but some are. The worst part is most people will tune a car like that and they'll go into a lobby where they're racing a bunch of new players and bet them $200,000 and they steal the noobs' monies. It's awesome. Ah, crap sandwiches.
Left to right, getting the times
I'm sorry guys, I clicked the wrong button.
When I download it, it's totally fake and nothing like the ads.
Poops.
That's because you're playing the wrong game. The
Giant poops.
Click the link below and play for yourself. Seriously?
Wow, this is just like the
Yuma, how's your day going, my
This guy out of
friend?
the water tank? Oh, that's a lot of HP. I can't do that with the boss approaching. No, he took down some of my troops. It's okay.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of cars. I mean, you can down tune the Lamborghini Huracan you get out of the dealership if you know what you're doing. So it's not even just the top end cars, but there's just specific cars that can do it. Like I think Maxthegamer recently made a video of do not live race these cars. He made a video of cars to avoid live racing. Those are mainly like those down-tuned cars that will destroy everything. Yuma, how's your day going, my friend? Watching from the doctor's office. Hopefully it's a good visit. I just went to the doctor yesterday. They want to send me to like an ear, nose, and throat doctor to get a bunch of lung tests and junk. They say with all the sinus infections and problems I get, they need to make sure it's actually sinus problems and not like asthma or some other crap. Actually, my insurance company contacted my doctor and said, hey, we want you to send him to this, and this. We want you to go check him out because we think he's been misdiagnosed and has something else going on, So in February, I go get a bunch of lung tests and crap done. It's amazing how long it takes you to get into a doctor's appointment these days. Melon says the top one now is the gold key Tuatara. Yeah, the Tuataras are crazy down-tunable cars. The Tuatara is nasty. That's for sure. yearly physical. Cool, cool. I remember when I worked at FedEx, they used to send me for physicals all the time. I never enjoyed going to those. It's just like back then I'm like, look, I'm in perfect shape. You're wasting my time and wasting your money sending me to these dumb physicals, you know. Like now that I'm a little older and I'm not in good shape and have bad health, it would make sense, but you know, when I was like, I don't know, 28 or something. I don't remember how old I was when I worked at FedEx. But I don't know, my mid-20s, I think, when I had that job. I'm not sure, but it doesn't make sense to send somebody who's in really good shape and pretty much seems to be in almost perfect health to physicals all the time. Gareth got the PC in the first pool. You can't complain about that. That's for sure. That's awesome, actually. Ooh, whoa, 2.2 million. Look at that. That's huge. Thanks, Jess. You're my friend. Darth has 2,300. Now that you're getting up there. You are getting up there right now. No fuel. We're going to have to fix that. It looks like I'm stuck anyways. I need more stars. It might be showdown time at this point. Am I stuck? Oh, I'm stuck. Alright, let's go run some showdowns. And get some more tokens. Bam! That's the best thing about showdowns, guys and gals. The elite tokens are the awesomest. If I remember correctly, I saved about 3,000 keys, 3,000 silvers before I start opening crates. That was a very good choice. Ooh, this track looks amazing. This track looks awesome. I love this track. I wish this was like the only track I ever drove on. Alright, yeah, you got to do it for CDL in Arizona. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, that certain jobs may require that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was law, like when I drove the FedEx truck, you know, that was like DOT certified stuff. So it was probably like a DOT certification that made you do that. I'm always been the type of person, I did not like going to doctors for pretty much any reason. Wait, Darth, what do you mean 2 million? You want to get 2 million silver keys? That's impossible. Peter, oh yeah, I used to work for FedEx Express as well. Do you drive a truck, or do you work at like the hub, one of the hubs, or what? So when I got hired in at FedEx, I started off, I went down to Memphis, Tennessee. I have an aunt that lives down in Memphis, and I went to visit her. Like, I used to have a construction job. I got laid off for the winter, and I'm like, I'm going to go visit my aunt down there in Tennessee. And she's like, hey, why don't you fly at FedEx? They're hiring right now. You can rent our guest house if you get hired in, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, all right, you know, I'm going to be down here for 2 or 3 months. So why not give it a go? So FedEx hired me. I worked there for about a year. Then I moved back home and got a so I worked there for a year at the airport. I can't talk today. And then I applied for a job as a driver back home. So I moved back home and then I drove a delivery truck. I think I did that for a year or two, and then I got a position out in Phoenix, Arizona. So I was down there for a few months, but it was horrible. So I came back home. But what I really did enjoy the most, though, when I worked at FedEx was driving the little tractors around the airport and hauling all the freight to the airplanes. That was much more enjoyable than driving a delivery truck. Oh, man. Yeah, being a tug driver at the airport was awesome. Only problem is most FedEx positions are part-time, so you're only allowed to work like 3 to 6 hours a day, depending on what position it is. The good news is you only have to work 17 and a half hours per week to get full-time benefits at FedEx, at least when I worked there. I don't know if they've changed that or not, but a lot of people got that as a part-time job just to get the health insurance and whatnot. There was a lot of good things and a lot of bad things about working at FedEx. What I don't get is I noticed the FedEx ground people now have these same colors on their truck as FedEx Express. I wonder why they changed that. FedEx Express used to be like purple and orange, and ground used to be like purple and green. Now it looks like they're all purple and orange. Wait, what is a 900-day route? You drive a semi-truck then, right? I'm guessing. Now, my uncle, he's a pilot for FedEx. He's got it made, man. They're only allowed to fly 6 hours a day. So they throw him in the airplane. He flies to his destination. They put him up in like a 5-star hotel or something for the night. The next day, he flies for a few hours. Gets put up in a 5-star hotel. Next day, flies for a few hours. You know, he works 4 or 5 days straight. Then he comes home and has like a week off. That seems like an awesome drive. Awesome job. Yeah, my uncle's got it made. Personally, I don't like airplanes though. He loves them. I think jets and planes are scary. The craziest thing though, when I worked at the airport, man, on windy days, you could just see the wings on the airplanes just bobbing up and down as they're parked there. And I'm like, how do these things not rip off? They have these big giant engines that weigh thousands of pounds attached to this little thing on the airplane. Those wings are just bobbing up and down. I don't understand how the wings don't rip off of those airplanes or the jets. Alright, Yuma says they're building a big FedEx distribution center here in Yuma. One of their biggest ones. Cool, cool. When I was down there in Arizona, I was like in the Phoenix area. They had a pretty small operation at the airport down there. But like at the end of the night, like when I drove the truck at the end of the night, so we did pickups and drop-offs. So after I got done delivering my packages, then I had to go pick stuff up from companies. So I would have to drive to the airport every single night and drop off all the packages. So even when I wasn't working at the airport, I still had to go to the airport. I mean, honestly, it was kind of a cool job being a delivery driver for FedEx, other than the fact that they don't really give you any time for errors, you know? They're just like, all right, we want you to make this many stops an hour. We don't care if there's traffic jams. We don't care if there's traffic lights. We don't care if you walk into a building and nobody's in there to sign for the package and you got to wait 5 minutes for that person to show up. We don't give you time for that. We give you enough time to drive there, walk in, walk out, and drive to the next place, and that's it. Anything that holds you up, we're not going to account for that. I mean, they act like you can just... They act like... They give you so many stops. They act like you're going to have like a perfect day. Like you're just going to pull in. You're going to walk into the building. The person's going to be at the front desk. They're just instantly going to sign. And then you just walk out and drive right to the next place with no traffic. And then when you get to the next place, they think you're just going to park, walk in. The guy's instantly going to sign within the first 3 seconds that you're in there. You know what I mean? I mean, half the time you walk into one of those places and nobody's at the desk. You got to ring the bell and wait. And sometimes you're there for 5-6 minutes before somebody comes out. They don't give you any time for any of that. So you're always behind the entire route, and they get so upset when you have late packages. It was kind of a rough job driving a delivery truck for them. Ah, Peter says every FedEx company's under one umbrella now. Gotcha. I was kind of wondering if that might have been the case. But yeah, when I worked there, there was like several different companies. Like ground was separate, air was separate, customs critical was separate. They were all different. What's up, VMD? How you doing today? You got an appointment at the hospital? Hope everything's okay. I hope everything is going good. Hey, Maxthegamer, what's up, buddy? I don't like hospitals, I will say that. But, you know, driving a delivery truck with FedEx was cool in a lot of ways and terrible in a lot of other ways. I loved it and I hated it. Yuma loves flying. Man, no thank you. Give me a real set of wings and maybe. But I don't believe in flying. If we were meant to fly, we would have wings or rocket boosters, but we don't. Kenny's got the PC card already. Hold on, let me read your comment here, Kenny. Ah. He says, I'm already got the PC car, and it's a car that I didn't already have. It sucks when you don't already have it. I need to check and make sure I've got one. I probably do, but I gotta check it out. Billy says, working on anything new, Max? Alright, come on, find me a player to race. Oh, it's another 86. Well, let's go do it to it. I kind of like those rims on there. Those don't look too bad. Oh, wow, he ran so much faster than me. He must have a maxed out one. Yeah, his is max. He's got purple stars on that bad boy. I'm still at, what, 4 stars? So I'm missing a lot of fusion parts still. Alright, Bostic got a Mary Kay pink Porsche Taycan. Oh, man. I mean, some cars look cool in pink, but I don't know about Mary Kay pink. If it was like neon fluorescent pink, maybe. But that like that light powder pink, no thank you. It sucks when you get something like that. Unless you like it. If you like it, then you're alright. But I'm guessing you probably don't. Yuma's waiting to pee in a cup. I would go out there and be like, hey, get in here before I pee in my pants. What's up, Arrow King? But I do remember once I had the same thing. I went to like some sort of physical and they made you pee in a cup, and then they made you stay in the waiting room for like 2 hours. I mean, how long does it take to hand somebody a cup to pee in? Definitely not 2 hours. You know what I mean? Say, hurry it up over there. Ah, Darth became a CSR VIP member. What do you think of it so far? I think they use that to farm your information. They get your personal information and then they sell it to the Yakuza. They sell it to the AI. And then the AI comes to your house like a T-1000 unit and tries to take you out. That's what I'm worried about. Go, little car, wait. Ooh, I got him. Hey, that guy's car looks almost just like mine. So if you sign up for the VIP thing, they're supposed to send you emails with like upcoming information and all kinds of stuff. Now, most people I know that signed up for it say they got 2 or 3 emails and that was it. Then it stopped. Arrow King says, Max, do you drive your Corvette in the snow? Alright, so Bostic, there's a brand new Prestige Cup every 2 weeks. And this game probably doesn't come out with enough cars to have a new one every 2 weeks for the Prestige Cup. Generally, if your crew earns a car from the milestone prize car, so if your crew wins the milestone prize car, usually a few months later, that car turns into the Prestige Cup car. So if your crew wins the prize car, after a few months of being in that crew, you'll probably never have to spend your keys to get the Prestige Cup car again. What's up, Jedi? How's your day going? But yeah, I don't think the VIP really gives you much. So far, they've invited me to join VIP twice, and they asked for a bunch of information. I'm like, I'm too lazy to fill that out. So I didn't. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! Ba-bam! Come back, sir! Hey! How rude. How rude. Alright, I'm going to try to only shift once. I've been doing it twice. I don't know what's better. Like, you know, my car is not 100% maxed out. So, sometimes when you change parts around, it changes the way you shift the car. I'm not sure on this one, but... let's try this. 3, 2, 1... go! Second Nitros. Actually, I think that was better. I could be wrong, but I bet I just ran faster. It feels like it slowed me down a little bit doing the double early shift. I mean, that time was similar, but it was a little bit faster. Alright, let me go see if I can put more parts on this thing. Arrow King said, I traded a G8 for a Trailblazer SS. Huh. Trailblazer SS. That sounds interesting. Ooh, yeah, I got some parts now. Fusion slots, there's a few more. My car just became a little bit faster. And I am now out of keys again. Bummer. I'm getting pretty close to that 5th star, but Not close enough, guys and gals. Bostic says the 86 is the car he's driven the most for multiple events. It's actually a pretty nice little car. So that let me install 2 more fusion parts. That's not going to do much. Alright, Lewis says, what's a good tier 5 car that I could buy? I'm just starting not too long ago, but I have 4K gold. So pretty much all of the cars you can just buy outright are not the greatest. Now a lot of the Elite Tuners cars, I don't know how this is set up because I've already got a lot of them, but my understanding is if you go into the buy car section, and you click on the Elite Tuners events, some of these cars will be available with gold. Now a lot of these though, I'm going to warn you, a lot of these cars you are going to get for free once you get into the Elite Tuners events. But right now, the cars you can just go into the regular dealership and buy are not good. For example, that one right there, I can buy that with 2,000 gold. So you might see one of these in here for sale occasionally, like that one's 4,000 gold. Most of these Elite Tuners cars are really good, but not all of them. For example, this Subaru sucks. This Subaru is terrible. But if you're patient, you'll get to the point where you can just get all these tuner cars for free, or at least most of them. There's a lot of really good ones in here. But generally, if you just go into, let's just say you just go into like tier 5 and you look for cars that you can actually buy with game cash, there's not going to be very many. But I wouldn't waste your resources. Alright, dear game, what are you doing? Did we break? Did the game break? But I mean, if you go through all of these, you might find a few cars in here that you can actually get with game cash or gold, but most of them aren't the greatest. Every once in a while, they offer a really nice car for gold in here, but most of the time, it's not. But there's over 1,500 cars in this game. Different cars are available at different times. My advice is just kind of be patient. Like for example, oh yeah, don't buy these. Don't buy these cars that need restored. If you buy one of these Legends cars, you gotta do all these races and earn tokens to restore those before they're really any good. So, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that you can buy. Most of it's not really worth it, is the thing. The majority of the cars in the game you can't just get easily, which is a bummer. But the way the game's set up, it's pretty hard to even figure out. Man, there's so many cars in the game now, it's crazy. Just look at how many different brands we have now. It's nuts. But like me, I was really patient. But if you really need a car right now, the Lamborghini Huracan is a good starter car, but the thing is, you will be wasting resources on it because you're going to buy it, you're going to put a bunch of resources and parts into it, you're going to use it for a month or two, and then you're going to completely outgrow it and stop using it completely. So it's kind of a waste. Hey, wait a second. Now I've got more keys again? Oh, no, I don't. Never mind. I thought the 1,950 was my... That's how much I had. It wasn't. Anyways. But yeah, a lot of these cars, though, I mean, you're going to get them. You're going to use them once or twice or rarely ever, and then you're going to outgrow it. But in my opinion, the best thing is play the game till you hit rank 30. You're going to unlock the Elite Tuners events. And that's where you start getting a bunch of really awesome cars for free. GTR R34 Elite. I'm not sure. We got about 20 different GTRs in this game. I'm not really sure which one you're referring to. Now there's a couple of different Elite Tuners GTRs and Skylines. If it's the... oh man. If it's... some of those are okay, depending on which one. A lot of the new Elite Tuners cars have been getting better and better. I'm guessing you're talking about the blue Skyline, right? I'll show you something really quick. Here, let me go back out to my garage. So there's two that I think you can buy with Game Cash. And they're both good in their own ways, but hold on a second. GT didn't work. GT-R. All right, so there's two here. There's the 2017 Nissan GTR R35. That's a nice car. It does not seem to be a great live racing car, but it's good for almost everything else. For some weird reason, that has a setup that should work for live racing, but doesn't. Now, the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 is a nice car as well. I think you can buy both of those with Game Cash at some point, but they're both good. I think the blue one is a little bit better for live racing, and the green one there, I mean, it's not green when you get it, but this one here is great except for live racing. If you put a bunch of tokens into it, get it up to like 5 stars or purple stars, this is a nice overall car, but it just will not win a live race no matter what I do. Which is a shame because it's such a cool car. But just for like everyday use, it works just fine. Now this one has a decent live racing setup. This one's not a bad live racer, and it's an overall nice car. I honestly feel like this one is probably the better choice for your average person. But those are both Elite Tuners cars that are usually pretty easy to get. But most of the Elite Tuners cars are better than these. I will say that. These are some of the older Tuners cars, and they're not as good as some of the newer ones. So that's something to keep in mind. Rory says, how does the Supra compare to the GR86? Okay, so the GR86 in my opinion is an overall better car, except for I think it's a little harder to get it to beat the dyno time. So the Supra is easier to beat the dyno time with. But besides that, I would say the GR86 is better at pretty much everything else. The Supra's not great at anything, but it's good at everything. But the GR86, in my opinion, is a much better live racing car, and it runs a little faster too. when they're maxed out. But I mean, in my opinion, they're both overall pretty good. But me personally, I'm starting to like the 86 more than the Supra when it comes to live racing. But, oh man, crap, the game crapped out on me. Actually, my emulator crapped out on me. Let me reset the controls. There we go. MKT, how you doing today? Yeah, normally Fridays and Sundays I go live on this channel. Bostic thinks the Supra is comparable. MKT, welcome to the live stream. Alright, I think we got one. Ba-bam! How much faster did those parts make my car? Oh, I didn't even really make a difference. I'm still running the mid 7.3, so those two fusion parts did not seem to do much. Now, the video I made on resetting the lobbies was pretty old, so I'm not really sure how relevant that still is. I mean, it's still pretty similar, but I think it's a lot harder to reset your cars these days than it used to be, which is a bummer. My goal is to make sure I don't get pushed. That way I never have to reset cars, because it really sucks resetting cars. What's up, Mario? How you doing today? Easiest way, I think the best way to reset a car is find somebody to swap with, and make sure they let you win while running slow runs. You know, that's probably the fastest, easiest way to do it if you need to reset a car right now. Olaf, what's up, bud? How you doing today? All right, we got some more stuff. Do I get annoyed when playing Showdown? Not really. Generally, I go until I'm pretty sure my car has hit the wall, then I stop and come back tomorrow. Once you're on a losing streak, I'm pretty sure the game is doing that to you intentionally. My car is to the point where it's getting pretty close to being at the wall. But you do got to remember, a lot of prizes are collectible just from running the Showdown, whether you win or lose. So every so many races, you get like participation rewards. I mean, Showdown does get a little bit frustrating, but doesn't really bother me. Usually. Olaf, I'm doing good, bud. Thank you. Bostic, I'm glad you're enjoying the channel, my friend. Melon says, first drop some parts off the car and then run slow. Yeah, resetting the car a little bit. Maybe drop a couple parts to different stages. Change a few things around. That can definitely help too. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. Changing stuff around can definitely help reset a car. So far, I've been trying to reset my Cento Diaci, but I can't really get that car to reset for some reason. Jedi said I hit the wall. No, I didn't. That would have hurt my hand. Bad joke of the day. Oh my gosh, that was... If I would have got some better ships and a better launch there. That was a good run though. Yeah, man, I'm pretty much at the point where I have hit the wall for the day. I think the game's intentionally matching me up with people who have a few more parts on their cars than I do. So unfortunately, you know, that kind of is what it is, but... Now, if you lose enough, you'll start winning again, and then you'll go back to about X amount of trophies, then you'll start losing, then you'll start winning, but they kind of like intentionally make sure you don't climb up too far after a certain point every day. It's kind of a crazy matchmaking system. It really is. All right, let's go do it to it. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. Bam, 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 bam. Got that one. Yeah, the good thing about showdowns and live racing are lots of respect points. Oh crap, I forgot. I could have started a wild card today, but I didn't. Oh well. Now I remember everybody wanted me to start a wild card on my stream Friday, but I forgot all about it. Is there a difference between the red and purple showdowns? Yes. Sort of. So the purple, alright, so one uses non-elite cars and one uses elite cars, like elite tuners and elite custom cars, so. I mean, as far as like the prizes and the way they work, it's pretty much the same. But the championship showdown uses regular cars for the most part, and the elite showdown will use like elite customs, elite tuners, and I think every once in a while, occasionally I think I might have seen a legends car on there. Not very often, but there's not a huge difference. I mean, they both work the same way and practically give out the same types of prizes and whatnot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Aww. Where did I get the GR Super from? It's not a Supra. I always want to call it an 86 Supra for some reason. It's an elite tuner's car. It just came out a couple, maybe like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But you got to get it from the elite tuners event. Now, my guess is people who are newer to elite tuners probably have to work their way through the elite tuner events to get to these cars. Wait a second. Bossy says this one uses a Legends Countach. Oh yeah, that is in there, isn't it? You're right. That Countach is in there. Alright, I think I'm going to go do something else because I'm definitely being matched again, intentionally matched against people I'm going to lose against. Alright, let's set this thing up for live racing and go live race it, I guess. MKT, you're building your car collection. There's a lot of benefits to running showdowns. I mean, basically, I will not upgrade a car just to run a showdown, but if I have a car that's available for a showdown, even if it's slow, I'm just going to go in there and collect all the prizes I can out of it. That's how I look at it. All right, we're going to try something here. I'm going to start on my engine. We're going to throw that thing to stock. Turbo. Intake. Put our nitrous on 3. We'll leave our body there. Tires on 3. Transmission on 6. Let me go tune it a little bit. We'll see how this car live races today with the new parts installed. I just put a couple more stage 6 parts on it today. So we're going to try and hit 9.8 on the dyno. Alright, we're roughly in the 9.8 lobby with 2,400 Evo points. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. This should do pretty good. Alright, live racing. I really do like this car though. Alright, this is going to be a tough challenge here. We got 2 really good live racing cars facing each other. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. And... Alright, cool. I downshifted twice before crossing the finish line. Yeah, MKT, one problem I have with these showdown cars is the majority of the time, I don't like most of the cars in showdown, and if it's not something I'm going to use later, I don't really want to put any resources into it. But a lot of those cars, it's just like, if I do upgrade it, I'm going to use it for that event or that showdown or something, and then I'm not going to drive it anymore after that. So to me, that's a big waste of my resources. Alright, we got another one of these guys here, and one of these, he's got a blue thingy dingy. The car looks nice in that dark blue, actually. I don't normally like dark blue cars, but that one's pretty good. And, ooh, that's gonna be close. Who won? Yeah. I wasn't sure on that one. Now, I did beat my dyno time, which is not great, but I got the win. I don't know if I want to race this guy. I think this car will probably beat me. I don't expect to win this one, but we're going to try. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. Let's see what happens. Actually, I think we got him. Yep. So I just downshifted a bunch of times and slowed down. Generally, I want to make sure the car stays slower than 9.8. I don't want to get pushed into the 9.6 lobby because the car can't run 9.6. I want to make sure I stay in the 9.8 lobby. Watch this here where it says Live Challenge Achievement. What is that? I actually don't know. MKT said, I've literally spent no resources. Well, I mean, in my opinion, you know, your game cash is resources, gold are resources, your elite tokens are resources, fusion parts are resources, so pretty much everything that you have to earn and then put into a car is a resource. Three, two, one, go. Second nitrous. All right, come on, do it to it. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've been playing this game for 10 years. And you'll run out of resources so quickly if you're always spending them. I just make sure anytime I put parts into a car or upgrade it or anything, I make sure it's something I really need to do or that it's a really awesome live racing car. I mean, I really don't mind putting parts. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Now it's working. But yeah, I mean, I want to make sure I get the most out of my money. You know what I mean? I want to make sure all is well, and sorry, I'm a little distracted here for a second. Wait, Max says the live racing lobbies are every 0.3 of a second? I don't know. I mean, generally, I find every 0.2 of a second. I don't think I've ever heard Max say they're every 0.3 of a second. Max, are you here, buddy? Oh, I ran too fast. Hey, Miguel, what's going on, my man? I'm doing good. How about yourself? I hope everything's amazing. Okay. He says, I did say there are about every 0.3 on brackets. I think Max looks at live racing a little bit differently than I do. Like I think the way Max would explain the lobbies is a little more complicated than the way I normally explain them. Miguel, glad you're doing good, my man. Good to hear from you. Oh no. I'm giving you a very basic explanation of the lobbies. I don't know, Max sometimes goes into way more detail on stuff, but Really says you both got great info. Yeah, between my channel and Max's, you should be able to find like huge amounts of crazy information. Like Max says, the lobby is more dynamic than what we normally explain. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on there. The basic simple answer is a new lobby is roughly every 0.2 of a second. I'm not sure. I mean, they're always tweaking the matchmaking in the lobbies a little bit, so it's hard to fully understand how it works because they're always making little changes here and there, little tweaks. They're messing with this, messing with that, and it does change around a little bit. You don't know what they're going to change or when they're going to change it, but I mean, basically it stays very similar over the years, but There are some changes here and there. Alright, Max says, think of it as a big old chain of cars with different run averages with a bracket. However, there are hard group cutoffs where you end up with entire new groups. I think Max's explanation is a little bit hard to understand for your average person. I mean, if you can understand what Max explains, I mean, it's great information, but it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain properly, and it's hard to understand for some people, but if you can listen to Max's explanation and you can get it, that's really like the, what do you call it, grand scheme of things. Scott says, are you playing on PC? Yeah, I'm playing on an Android emulator. If you have an emulator, you can play Android stuff on your PC. But I'm still on an Android account. Honestly, if I'm not making videos, if I'm just playing this game to play it, I'm always playing on my phone because it's a lot easier to play this on your phone than your PC. A decent phone probably runs it better than your PC as well. Darth, I don't understand what you're saying there. Have I ever gone to a shop that your friend owns? Because I went to Chippy M8. I went to Chippy Mate owned and got 10 pounds and got 10 pounds in pound coins. I don't understand any of that. You got 10 pounds in pound coins. I don't know what that means. All right. Wait, why do I keep getting this particular person here? Stop that, sir! Jerk. I don't think that car is even allowed in the showdown, is it? I'm pretty sure that's a bot. Is that car even in the showdown? I don't think it is. Oh wait, I'm live racing. Never mind. I completely stopped paying attention to what I was doing here. I'm so busy reading the chat, I totally lost track of what I was doing. That's funny. Oh man. 3. I was not paying attention at all. Alright, we got Melon. I'm gonna run really slow. I think I probably just run a couple of times way faster than I should have. So, hey little baby, how you doing today? You got free scan? What's a free scan? I don't know what that is. Yeah, live racing lobbies are kind of... they're simple yet complicated. I'm doing good, thank you. Can't complain too much. Alright. Uh-oh. Darth says food. Gotcha. I don't know if I know anybody that owns a business. I mean, kind of. I used to. I think that business actually went out of business. In the past, I used to know a few people that own businesses, but I bet Marie's Pizza is still up and running. My friend's parents used to own a Marie's Pizza. Oh man, that was the best pizza ever. Miguel says, smash that like button, please. Thank you, Miguel. I appreciate that, my friend. Miguel is definitely one of my longest term channel members. Miguel, you ready to come back to CSR yet? Max says, low upgrade setup is simply running less parts to upgrade, less part upgrades to maximize Evo points. I always wondered, did they intentionally set the cars up to do that or not? You're not coming back? Oh man. You don't eat cheese, Darth? Holy crap, I love cheese. Cheese is the best. Max says, I doubt they intentionally do anything. It's kind of weird. The whole low upgrade thing is really weird. It doesn't make sense that the cars do this, but I'm glad they do. It's so much better for a lot of reasons. Like a whole lot of reasons. Like down tuning, I doubt that was intentional. Low upgrades, I doubt that was intentional, but Ron G says life is too short not to eat pizza. Curry goat mutton. What is goat mutton? All right, you got foods. I don't know what you're talking about. Goat muttons. I know what curry is, but Max's life can also be shortened with enough pizza. That's true, especially here in the United States. Like, if you eat like a regular pizza shop, like Domino's or Pizza Hut or something. Man, if you look at the ingredients they're putting in there, it's awful. Now, back before I had celiac disease, pizza was one of my favorite things to eat. Now I can't eat it, which sucks, but nowadays I try to find food that doesn't have extra ingredients in it because, man, some of this stuff is so bad for you. Alright, I don't think I'm racing melon anymore, am I? So many food has like so much crap in it these days. It's awful. Dar says Caribbean food. So you guys eat goat there? I've never eaten a goat. You know, when I was younger, I used to go to the pizza shop every Friday and order like 3 large pizzas. So Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, that's what I would eat, man. I would chow down I would chow down on my large pizzas. Oh, they were so good. I gotta pee, guys. I'll be right back. I shall return in just a minute. But my bladder is yelling at me, so I am going to run to the bathroom really quick. Give me like 3 or 4 minutes and I shall return. All right. I'm back, guys and girls. I am back. Look who's back. Look who's back. Look who's back. Oh, wait a second. I think my lobby just died. That's not good. I've never had Jamaican food. I don't even really know what Jamaican food is. Zach wants to know why the Bugatti Cinto is in the showdown. Don't know. That's not a question I can answer. I have no idea. I guess you would have to figure out who decided to put it in there and ask that person why. because I have no clue in the entire world. But I won the prize car with the Bugatti, actually. I think 2 or 3 days ago I got the Bugatti with the, or I got the Dollara with the Bugatti. Alright, Darth, I don't know what those are either. Whatever you guys eat over there, I've never heard of any of it so far, except for curry. I can't deal with fish, though. I do not eat fish. Ugh. They look like freaking alien creatures, man. Blah, blah. Fish gross me out. I like fish when they're alive, but when they're dead, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. They freak me out. I don't know how anybody can eat fish, honestly. I stay away from it. Q-tip. Alright, we're going to race Q-tip. Now that car he has is decent, but I think I can get it. Let's find out. Here we go. Oh, he got me. Alright. Did I get a bad run or what? I think my lobby might have got pushed. I'm going to run a couple of slow ones and see what happens. Dara says, I don't eat fish. Yeah, fish is freaky. I don't know why. But I just can't deal with it. When I was a kid in school, they gave us fish that was covered in scales one day, and I've never been able to look at it since. It grossed me out so bad. This was probably like 1st or 2nd grade. I haven't been able to eat fish since. I'm still traumatized from that incident. I am still disgusted by it. But yeah, it freaked me out. Scotch bonnets. What is that? Fish eyeballs, Max. What is wrong? What is wrong with you, man? Fish eyeballs? No. No. Don't do it. Don't do it, Max. Don't do it. I could not eat a fish eyeball. That's horrible. That is horrible. Yeah, I think my car did get pushed. And my nose keeps itching like crazy. Alright, Max, I've never I've never seen anybody serve fish eyeballs before anywhere. Now, I've got a few friends who are Laotian, and they put squid sauce on stuff and all kinds of things, but I've never seen a fish eyeball. Never seen a fish eyeball. Ugh. No, thank you. They love their fish and weird stuff. I remember I'd be over there like, hey, do you want some squid sauce? I'm like, no. No, I don't. No, I don't. I did love the sticky rice they made though. Man, sticky rice was awesome. I don't know why I like this sticky rice so much. All right. I will say though, they loved hot food. Live octopus. Come on now. Did you really eat a live octopus? How would you feel if something tried to eat you alive? You wouldn't like that very much now, would you? I wouldn't like that very much. I don't think I could ever eat anything that was alive. That just seems mean. Oh my god, he said, I had to shock it with hot sauce, but it grabbed my tongue and tried to kill me. God. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I guess if something was eating me, I would probably try and do something similar. Hey Vincent, how's it going, my friend? Ah, Vincent's being promoted to leader of the crew. Alright, so it looks like Vincent's crew is recruiting guys and gals. They require 500,000 respect points and they get the milestone prize crew every season. So if anybody needs a crew, talk to Vincent there. Three, 2, 1, go. 500,000 is normally pretty easy to get, so that's not shouldn't be too hard to get 500k. I guess it's called Texas Storm. All right, we got about 8 more minutes left on the live stream, guys and gals. So if you got any last minute questions, get them on in. Or forever hold your peace. I mean, if you do the Prestige Cup every season in the daily races, that's probably around 800,000 respect points right there. Add a little bit of live racing and a little bit of showdowns, and bam, you just hit 1 million respect points. All right, what happened to the lobbies? I think this lobby died. They killed my oh, wait, that car will destroy me. That's one of the better live racers right there, the Minstrel. The W16s are really good. I'll be amazed if I win this. I got it. All right. Amazing. What's up, William Skite? How you doing today? Unfortunately, I ran a little bit fast, but I got it. Yeah, just the crew cups and supply cups. I mean, it's crazy. 3 races for a bunch of points. It's amazing. Crew cups, supply cups, token cups. I mean, the supply cups are a few more races, but those little ones, 3 races for a big points is awesome. I don't really like the supply cups, but I do them. You gotta do them. Oh man, he left. Oh well. Come back. Come back, sir. Come back. All right, now we got some people here. We only got about 5 more minutes left. Ah, wish you the worst. Zachary, you said you're the blue Toyota 86? No, sir, I'm the blue Toyota 86. That's me, not you. You know what? I'm going to go slow. Because I do think I pushed my car, so. That train almost ran me over. How rude. Three, 2, 1, go. It almost got me, guys. Yeah, we only got a couple minutes left here. I'll fill up my tank. We'll do one more. Oh, Zachary got disconnected. Yeah, the game is definitely good at disconnecting people, that's for sure. All right, he's gone. Oh, wait, it changed lobbies again, I think. It's crazy. It's crazy. My ear itches now. Hold on. Itchy ear. Connection failed. Turd tacos. Giant turd tacos. All right, wish you the... Oh, there we go. We'll run out this last tank of gas, I guess. 3, 2, 1, go. And I believe it's his turn to win. So we'll go nice and slow on this one. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. You know, Max, I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention to the first 2 cars. Yeah, that's a good way to tell if you've changed lobbies. If you're good at paying attention, yeah, the first couple of cars will generally always stay the same unless those players leave. Three. Ooh, I got the yawns. Yawnies. All right. I get tired of being tired, guys. Very tired of being tired. Dara says, on the map, you can do 50 races for silver keys. You know, the good thing about that, I mean, 50 races is annoying. That's a lot of races. That's a lot of time spent racing. But, you know, it's keys and a good chunk of game cash if you do that. So it's definitely worth it. Max says the new cars added to the lobby are usually based on what you ran. Yeah, that was something they started doing a while ago. It's kind of a strange deal. It's kind of a super strange deal how they got that set up. Alright, Darth, you're going to go get the LFA. Miguel, thank you so much for stopping by, bud. It was good to see you. Hope your day at work goes awesome. Oh yeah, when the LFA came to the game, so many people were so excited until they found out it wasn't really that great. I think a lot of people were quite unhappy over that. Everybody was expecting it to be really good, and it wasn't. That made a lot of people mad. Alright, Ace says the LFA is awesome if you know how to set it up. Melon says it's not bad, it's crap. Ace, what do you use it for? Some people like it, some people don't, but most people didn't seem to care for it, I noticed. Alright, I guess Ace found a good live racing setup for it. Can't complain about that. Like, I think I found... Uh-oh, we disconnected. Hold on. Springdale Dummy? What kind of a name is that? A says, let me pull up my tune. Nice. Yeah, go for it. That might be helpful to a few people. Trans 6, Tires 3, NOS 2. Alright, I don't remember whose turn it is to win here. My memory sucks. Alright, so shift into third really quickly. Fourth gear, hit nitrous. Ace, thanks for posting that, buddy. Max wants to know what the Evo points you have are. Yeah, what's the Evo on that thing? What memory am I using? What do you mean, little baby? Are you talking about my bad brain memory? I don't think my memory works. Or are you talking about my computer? The memory in my brain is outdated, I think. Another darn disconnect. Darn you. William Sky says, hey Dan, okay. What's up, my friend? I guess the kind that needs upgraded. I need a upgraded brain memory, that's for sure. Because mine sucks. Somebody broke it. It's all broken. That's what I say. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, guys and gals, I think our stream time is about up for the day. Alright, Ronald, I don't know what you said there. Max says this game in real life has no connection. That's true. The only thing accurate is the way the cars look. They did a good job at that. Everything else is very unrealistic. So, you know, if a car looks one way in the game, that's probably what it looks like in real life. Alright, what do I got now for body kits? The Pandem looks kind of nice. Let's see what they give you for hoods. It's kind of crazy how much it costs to upgrade a car. It really doesn't look that different. I like the front end better. I do like that front end. That must be your air intake right there. Ram air setup. Now, will that make my car faster if I choose this body kit? Because of the ram air? Probably not. It should. The other hood didn't have that. I don't know. Anyways, I'll put up the ending soon thing. I want to say thank you guys for coming out to my live streams and watching my crazy videos. All right, I don't know what you're saying. Ronaldo, do you speak English? Because I don't understand what you're saying there. Max says you can see the pipe in the opening. Yeah, but does it make my car faster? That's the question. That's the big question. I mean, I know the answer is no, but technically it probably should. I doubt it does, but it technically should. Max, thanks, buddy. What just happened? I wonder how much, even on a real car, let's just say you added a proper ram air system, I wonder how much horsepower that it would actually add to your car. I mean, basically a turbo works because it forces so much air through your car, so if you could get a ridiculous amount of airflow going, it should do something. I don't know. Daddy Kid, hey, how's it going? Unfortunately, if anybody's tuning in here at the last minute, I apologize, but unfortunately, I can't stream all day long. It's about time for me to go, but I do want to say thank you guys and gals for coming out. I really do appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much for watching the videos and the streams and everything else. Thank you to the channel members. I really appreciate you guys helping out. It does help the channel, so thank you very much. Thanks to the moderators and pretty much everybody I appreciate each and every one of you a lot, but I guess it's time to go. All right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be back on Sunday for another stream. Hope to see you guys and gals there. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and if I don't see you beforehand, have a great weekend. All right, catch you guys later. Bye-bye.